Hi guys, we are back with more MotoGP 2015 career mode, and today we are here in Italy, and look at this, we have got third place on the grid. So we go from pole position in France, sorry if you didn't watch the video, spoilers, but we go to third place on the grid here, so 2 top 3 starts in a row. That is very good. And we unlocked another legend rider, I think that was at the bottom of the screen. So that's awesome. And that means we now have a decent chance of getting another podium and moving up the standings even more. I won't spoil where I finished that last race in France from, but definitely worth a watch if you haven't watched it already. Also, obviously, still that F1, sorry, not F1, MotoGP 2015 giveaway still going on over on the first episode. So if you want to go and win a copy of F1, oh, does it again? If you want to go and win a copy of MotoGP 2015, your chance is available over on the first episode of this series. But anyway, let's get into this race and let's get on with the video. Obviously last time we sort of did 3 races, even though we actually did only 2. This episode we're going to do 2 once again, but let me know in the comment section, guys, would you like to see me do 3 races per episode? I possibly could do that if it is something you guys would like longer episodes, if you will. But anyway, heading up to turn number 1 here, we're going to be getting into the slipstream of these guys straight away. It's Oliveira versus Kent pretty much every single race, so we've just got to really try and battle it out with those guys. It wasn't actually a very good lap in qualifying, not going to lie, guys. Vasquez goes and dives it down the inside, puts me a little bit wide. So you can just see the power deficit that my bike has over the AI. So, not just the AI, I mean the better teams, I should say, really. Because if I was going in one of those teams, I should be better as well than a straight line and off the start and everything. But, you know, the better teams, obviously, are better, modifications, better setups. So, in all honesty, you want to be going for one of the top teams. But at the moment, I started off my own team just to have a bit of fun. But if I do get offered a ride with one of the top 3 teams, top 4 teams, I'll obviously take it, just because it gives me a better opportunity to go for a good amount of wins and everything. Obviously, that's what I want to do, is win races, win the championship if possible. And it's probably not very likely this year, unless we get a good offer after this race or something. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if we can get a good offer, that would be awesome. But maybe you're saying it's unlikely. I think it is actually after this round here, this race here, that we do get offers for new teams. So, because I think it's a third of the way through the season after this race here, so obviously I'll be looking to go and move to a better team if possible. But if we can't, I'll stick with this team. I know what we're doing here. The bike's obviously not as developed as these bikes you're seeing in front of you here, but we know what we're doing with this bike now because we've got used to it. But obviously we can get used to another bike as well. If it's a substantial amount better, it's worth risking it for the first couple of races. Yeah, so let's just rewind that, as that never happened. I'm going to try and turn off rewind soon, but I just still make little stupid mistakes which cost me races, and I don't think it's worth just leaving them on for now. Maybe give it till halfway through the season. Maybe Germany, should we say that? Let me know, just spam the comment section in the German Grand Prix if I haven't turned it off by then. But I'll try and turn it off by Germany if I remember. Probably forget, most likely, but you guys know what I mean. Just let me know in that comment section if I do forget to turn off the flashbacks by Germany. So heading to turn number 1 again. It'd be funny if Germany's the next race, wouldn't it? I know it's not, but it'll be a couple of episodes time. I think it's round number 9, number 10, something like that. They haven't got to it in real life yet as I'm recording this. I don't think it'll. I'm not going to delay this video that much. I think this should be up on the Sunday if I get my uploads right. So that means that it should be after the Assen race. I'm not too sure where Germany is actually on the calendar, whether it's after Assen or not. I can't actually remember. But I like the German Grand Prix track in general. So yeah, I don't know how we got onto that topic anyway. But battling actually was at 12 points behind 5th place in the championship. So really actually battling with these guys in the championship now. So that was not the line that you want to take through that corner. But yeah, so I'm actually battling with Vasquez and that lot in the championship now. So I actually need to be stepping up my performances and be here on a regular basis now. I can't really be one race 12th, next race 1st. I need to be consistently top 5 now to be battling with those guys in the championship. I mean, top 2 really are just away, aren't they, in the championship? Kent and that other guy, I've just completely forgot what his name is now, but those two just battling it away at the top of the championship. I mean, I know Kent's got a big lead, but it's really between those two. Okay, we nearly corner cut 2 corners in a row, but luckily we just about got the second one on the track, I think. Final corner, Navarro is not going to give me space. Okay, that's another flashback opportunity there. I don't know what happened there. The bike just jumped up in the middle of the corner. I think it might was it the curb? It must have been the curb, wasn't it? Was it me jamming on the brakes? I'm not sure. Confusing even myself now what's happening. But straight line once again. Navarro, just slipstream him as best as we can. Obviously, Danny Kent goes and gets another track record. Quintana, Oliviera, it was Oliviera, wasn't it, who's battling it out with Kent in the championship. He's not actually second place at the moment. All of those are really close together. I really want to get 4th place in this race now, because I can see it's just in front of me. But what's weird, when I qualify well by the look of it, my race pace suffers. But if I qualify badly, my race pace is good. That's strange. But then, to be honest, if I start near the back, I'm never going to be battling with these guys. So maybe it's just my race pace has always been the same, and I'm just battling against better people. I suppose that makes sense, doesn't it? Right, halfway through this last lap now in Mugello, Italy. Do we have a response to these two? I'm not sure. This was the part of the track where we gained a bit last time, wasn't it? We seem to be closing in a little bit in these last couple of corners here, so this could be an opportunity if we can find a good run through this corner. It wasn't that bad, it wasn't that good either though. Using the curbs to full effect, it's going to be tough. Maybe we can get Navarro in the last couple of corners if we get these next few right. Actually, they're closing in on the leaders surprisingly, so Quintana leading in front of Kent. But Navarro is the one we're battling with here. Oh, it's very loose on the back end of the bike there, but we closed in. So it's just this left-right here, whether we can get a good run through here, and we can get Navarro through here. We've got a good run through there. Got a good run through there. We're going to be faster than Navarro. We've got Navarro. We got past him. Vasquez, I mean, it's going to be nearly impossible to pass him. He's super fast in a straight line because he's so light. But we've actually closed in on the leaders on this last lap here quite a bit. I mean, if we can get Vasquez, that would be awesome. Are we going to be able to get into a slipstream? We're not fast in a straight line anyway, but I mean, we're gaining a little bit. We're gaining tiny bit. Kent gets Quintaro on the line, and we get 5th place, which isn't bad. It's sort of what we were aiming for, wasn't it? I said we're battling with 5th in the championship, so that's alright. We finished 1.2 seconds off the lead, so that's about the sort of gap we were actually in France as well, but we finished 3rd there, so yeah, not too bad. And we're still 9th place in the championship. We've closed the gap to 5th place by 1 point in that race, obviously just finishing 1 place ahead of Navarro. So we finished at Binder, Haneke and Bastianini. So yeah, that's good. We're closing in. We've got a bit of a get out of Masbu. And yeah, anyway guys, we'll see you in the next race. Yes guys, we have actually got an offer from Leopard Racing. I can't actually believe we have, but we have. So look at that. We got offers from Red Bull IO as well. Team Oakley. It's not even an actual team, but they're offering us a contract. So is these team Australia Galicia also offering us a contract. Wow, Alpine Stars Moto 3 team. I think I really like the livery of Leopard, so I think I'm going to go with them, and obviously they've got a good team as well. So this is a really awesome opportunity to battle it out with the best and actually get decent results on the regular. Now there is a test in Mugello. Can I skip it? Well, I'm going to skip it anyway because there's no point in me really doing it. I just want to get to Catalunya, but that is awesome. We're in the top 10 now. Let's go and win in Catalunya. Wow. Okay then guys, well, first race on a good bike and I qualify pole. Okay, understandable, but by 1.4 seconds. Well, that was not expected at all actually. So well, we can't really change the difficulty now, so we'll just accept it for this first first race. But we're on medium difficulty, and even I thought that was probably about right. But by the look of it, it's still too low, the difficulty. So is the difficulty ratings or settings in this game just so easy? I'm not sure, but wow, did not expect to qualify pole by that much. I mean, I sort of had in the back of my mind I'd get pole position, because I had done before on a not so good bike, but yeah, definitely not expecting to get pole position by that much. Okay then, we'll just take this race. We've got to win this race now. This has to be our first victory. If we don't win this race, it's just absolutely a massive fail. But you can see we get a good start as well because we're on a good bike for once. And yeah, this guy just behind us here, I'm not too sure who it is. To our right hand side, you can see in the Red Bull colour scheme. Not sure that. Oh, that's Oliveira actually. He gets past us into turn 1. We go back down the inside of him though because he leaves a gap. And we'll take that very nicely, thank you. But we must remember what happened in the previous races, guys. We got top 3 results in qualifying. Both those races, obviously pole in France and then 3rd place in Mugello. But we just went backwards, so we've got to keep an eye out for that. I mean, if the AI are good in the race and not good in qualifying, we might still leave it on this difficulty because it could just get pole every single race but not win any of them, just because the AI is so much better in the race. But I'm a bit of a situation here because if I up the difficulty, I think it might be too hard, and I don't want it to be too hard because it's just obviously not going to be fun. So yeah, let's just see what we can do here. Hopefully we can get a good result out of this because obviously starting on pole position, as I said back in Le Mans, you want to be going for a win if you're on pole position. It's like you don't aim for second place if you start on pole position. No one aims for second place anyway, but I mean you'll take second place if you started last place in the grid, wouldn't you? Hopefully you understand what I mean by that. But yeah, look, Kent is not that far back, even though he's just dropped back a couple of positions there, but they're really not that far back. Oh no, that's not clever. That's going to lose us the lead of the race. Indeed it has. I would normally rewind there, but it's going to make the race a bit more interesting for you guys to watch. So we're going to go around the outside of Oliveira, are we? Well, he's leaving the gap. So's Kent. I mean, it's hard to block off that much of a gap in a Moto 3 bike anyway. They're absolutely tiny. But slipstream, it's literally just slipstreaming. It's so easy in this game. And look, we're having to like push Contraro along in a straight line. Who's going to be latest on the brakes? I think it's going to be me. Actually, we all brake at pretty much the same time. I went a bit too deep though, so Kent's going to be back up the inside of me. Is he? No, he's not. I left a gap on the inside, but he still can't quite get through there. I've run wide here. Is Kent going to go through? No, he isn't. There's not a gap. Exactly 18 seconds through that first sector time as well there. Interesting. Right, now we've just got to be clever with how we place our bike for these next 1.5 laps here, guys, because this is a really solid chance at a win, and if we throw it away, 100% our fault. So let's hope that doesn't happen. So yeah, interesting to see that the game actually has got quite a few sponsors in it, you know, to be, you know, like DeWalt and like the car parts one, all those sort of ones, you know, Alpine Stars. It's cool to have those teams in the game. It's an extra opportunity for the sponsors, you know, Alpine Stars and all that, to actually be in the game and have their own actual team, and that's quite cool. I mean, it'd be nice if they focused a bit on the liveries for those, you know, specific teams. We saw the DeWalt livery that I had was absolutely, I wouldn't say terrible, but it was pretty bad, wasn't it? And the overalls and everything were just so bright. They spent a bit more time making those look a bit more realistic. That'd be quite cool. But oh, we got a bit wide there. We're pulling away though. We might have to up the difficulty then, guys. But then what, do I up the difficulty mid-season? I don't know. Well, not really mid-season. It's only a couple of races, or about third way through the season really. Or do I just start at the back? Lots of things I could do, guys. So what do you want me to do? Leave it in the comment section as I'm going down that straight. I can talk a bit better. But do you want me to up the difficulty and, you know, maybe risk not getting a good bike for next season, or do you want me to start at the back of the grid and make it fun overtaking? I'm not sure. I've always done the overtaking option in previous games because I never really wanted to up the difficulty because I was always worried that I was never going to be able to do anything in those races and it was just going to be boring. And part of this whole series is making it interesting for you guys. I mean, if it's boring for you guys to watch, then what's the point? So I always take feedback, and hopefully you guys realise that I always appreciate your feedback, you know, negative or positive. I always try and make the videos as best as possible. So yeah, let's hope that, you know, we can get good feedback and some feedback as well, you know, instructive feedback to hopefully improve the series. But at the moment it looks like we are going to have to up the difficulty really, because it's just not that much of a race, is it? I mean, look how far ahead we are. I mean, Moto 3 standards, I'm dominating this by a huge margin. Moto 3 is normally, you know, separated by hundredths, even thousandths of a second. So to be having what, over a 3-second gap to second place, yeah, it's going to be times out the difficulty. I'm just like, I'm asking you guys to say, you know, what you want, but I think even if I start at the back, it might be a bit too easy. So yeah, we went from very easy, which was very easy. I did a bit of easy testing when I started this game up on PS4. I've been running it on medium so far, and we're going to have to up it to hard difficulty, and then I think there's only one above that. So we've actually gone through the difficulties quite well. You know, we're learning the game quite well, and yes, we've won a race. The finish line was a little bit further along than I actually thought. So yeah, but that is absolutely awesome. We win a Moto 3 race by nearly 5 seconds in the end. They're definitely times out the difficulty. Puts into 5th place in the championship. 91 points behind Kent. I mean, that's out of the question really, but only 2 race wins behind Quattraro. And there's the constructor standings. I think I actually got most of those points from Indra actually, because they don't actually seem to score many points without me. But anyway, unlocked Axel Pons. Yes, I've always been dreaming of unlocking Axel Pons in MotoGP 2015. I've just been wanting that every single time. 68,000 fans? What? All those glory supporters suddenly wanting to support me as soon as I do well. As Danny Kent and the other guys talk very sadly behind, I celebrate! And I'm really happy with that. The graphics look so much nicer actually than they do on 13, so that's a good thing. So yeah, skip that. And wow, you know, I would have liked to have grabbed a couple of wins this season, but didn't expect that. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow for more MotoGP 15. Goodbye.